Well, hey guys, what is going on out there today? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of the 7 Around 7. Let's see what actually works, right? Let's take it off the Pro Tour. Let's stop trying to copy Rafa, and let's see what actually works for the rest of us. And look, I know a lot of players out there are not the competitive type, right? They love to go out in the court, get some exercise, kind of feel the ball around, kind of rhythm hit, and, see what it might feel like to play a forehand lock Rafa. I get it. That's totally cool. But for the rest of you, like myself, who actually want to learn more about how to win a tennis match, then let's see what actually works. Hey, guys, what I want to show you today is something I learned from Mr. Stow about ground strokes and this mindset that he put into me, which is on my ground strokes. He always kind of said, look, are you getting set up so that you could actually approach, right? Could be an unintended opportunity that is constantly presenting us. I should say there are unintended opportunities constantly presenting us. I think that's what I want to say. Anyway, but before we get into that, guys, look, if you're over on Facebook, I appreciate it. Whether you're on the live or on the replay. Hey, Mark, good morning. Go ahead and click the like and the share. Would appreciate a share today on today's video. And if you're over at YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel. And then click the notifications bell, right? And then choose all so that anytime I upload any kind of video, any kind of content, that you get notified right away. And guys, today's kind of let's see what actually works course is the topspin forehand. And specifically, if yours is landing short, right, is consistently landing short, you're not really getting the depth that you want, then in the description area today of this video, I've got a link that'll take you over to my topspin course, my topspin forehand course, that will show you a couple of different ways, maybe, than just the windshield wiper thing. As to how to consistently get your semi to full topspin forehand landing deep where you want it to be, and creating lots of opportunities for you. That link is in the description area. So guys, let me go ahead and let's take it over to today's video, which is right here. And what I want to talk about is, in fact, let me get this out of the way here. Get the player out of the way. We'll put it over here. Is something that Mr. Stow got inside my head about, which was on your ground strokes. And we're going to look at a topspin forehand today. Could you approach? Meaning that, kind of the so-called modern forehand kind of says to you, well, to really get this forehand right here, you need to be able to almost lean back. You need to kind of get loaded up on that back foot. And you need to be able to kind of do whatever the swing path is. And really what happens too often is if you're not actually finishing balance-wise where you are on the court as you make the shot, you're actually kind of moving backwards, or maybe you're moving to the side a little bit. And Mr. Stow got inside my head, which was that, look, you're going to have shot intentionality. On my shot intention here, I don't think I was trying to get the thing to actually go cross court to this degree, right? And yet, could I approach? I sure could. And so you always want to be on balance when you play especially your ground strokes, in that you could approach if you play an unintended opportunity gets presented to you, right? So, let's go ahead and play this in real time. And look, as accurate as we may think we are, there are little minute things that happen, whether we're a hair early. I was a little early there, and yet it was an unintended opportunity to be able to come in and play an approach. So again, could you approach? And it's simple, right? You've got to be looking for this kind of, hey, look, as we talked about yesterday, I like to take time away even if the guy plays a deep ball here to my feet, I've got no problem just throwing a volley, a volley from this part of the court back to the guy. So what does it matter if it's a ground stroke or a half volley or a volley from here in the court? It doesn't matter what the stroke is, as long as you can actually execute it and play the shot you want, which is going to be, in this case, it would just be deep. You don't have to be back behind the baseline. I know that goes against the grain, right? Infidel in the temple here, Brent Abel, but you don't need to be backing up just to be able to let the ball bounce. Now, this one here, sure, it's a short ball, so why not be here, right? And look, if you're ending up back here behind the baseline after that return, then maybe this is going to be even a tougher shot for you because you're not going to get the ball where you want it, which is going to be around waist high. I get a little out in front. I think to tell you the truth, I think I mishit this slightly. I think if you look at the point of contact, it looks like it's pretty high up on top of the racket. And look, it's going to happen, right? Where is it? Right here. It's at the very top of the racket. Did it hit frame? I don't remember. This was 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. But it got up there pretty high. And you know what? It ends up helping me with an God. I mean, if I could teach you how to hit that shot all day long, man, there's not enough tea in China. Oh, that's kind of a bad thing to say, I guess. There's not enough money in the bank. Anyway, so look, guys, always be thinking, could you approach on your ground strokes? Meaning you got to have the right balance, right? You've got to be able to take advantage of unintended opportunities. And look, let me come back to right here. I used to play with a guy who saw Mr. Stow a few times. Yeah, maybe more than a few times. But he was trying to hit the tennis ball so perfectly. He was trying to actually perform the Stow method 1,000,000% on every frickin' ball that came into him. And I'll never forget this one match. I was at, he and I were playing the same tournament. He's in a different age group. But I remember watching one of his matches. I was just curious as to how this was translating because I, fellow member of the Berkeley Tennis Club and saw him playing a lot over there, practicing a lot. And man, when he hit the ball clean as a whistle, Stow method, boom, perfect, right? But I just wanted to see how does this translate into his tournament matches. And what I saw was a couple things. Number one is that there's another level of nervousness, intensity, whatever it is, that we just bring to a match. And I think what I've learned, to a match that counts, right? Whether it's a league match or a tournament match, that's right. We're at 8 minutes and 17 minutes at 17 seconds. I've gone a little bit over the 7-minute mark here. I'll get finished up here. But I think that because of that, we've got this extra stuff going on. And what I've learned is kind of how to manage that from practice to a tournament match in terms of not bringing too much power, not getting too strong in the grip, right? And so what I was saying with this guy is he was flying a lot of balls. Balls were just getting scorched here and there. And then on this one return to serve, the guy serves to his backhand to the deuce court. He's a right-handed player. He turns, the serve comes down the tee. He turns and he just flattens out a classic Stow return to serve that actually unintentionally went up the line about an inch inside the line. And the guy hits a clean winner. And I see him shaking his head and he goes, "Oh my God, are you kidding me?" And I knew what he was thinking. He's thinking, I didn't hit that thing perfect because I was a little bit out in front. And I'm just thinking, this is like the example of someone who doesn't understand that you're going to have lots of unintended opportunities. They could be from shots that you hit. You could be late. You could be early. You could be shanking it. I mean, how many times have we seen a shank lob return to serve winner in doubles? Lots. It happens. And if you want to throw up a little apology with a hand, fine and dandy, but don't get on yourself that, you're not technically perfect, because it's going to happen. And the key here is that if you are not available to, could you approach, then you can't take advantage of those unintended opportunities. And so that's the message for today. Be on balance when you play. Don't be backing up. I mean, sometimes, we back up on certain balls. That's fine. But there could be other times where on that backup ball a little bit, you unintentionally hit a better shot, and you see that your opponent maybe had anticipated one side, and now they're kind of taking that one step over there, and maybe they're stumbling around, and yet your shot went to the other side. Unintended opportunity, man. You got to get in. You got to get in and approach and take time away from that opponent. All right, there you have it, guys. Listen, thanks for hanging out with me again today. Again, if you're over at YouTube, would love if you would like this video, share it. If you're on Facebook, like it and share it. If you're over on YouTube, haven't yet subscribed to the channel, would love you to do so, and then click that notification bell. Choose all so you get notified every time I post new video, instructional content up there on YouTube. Guys, the course for today, the topspin forehand, let's get consistently more depth. There's a link in the description area down below that will take you to the order page, right? So listen, with that, hope you're going to have a great day. I know you are. And the one way to do that is to get out there today and help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I will see you again tomorrow.